good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world. I hope you're having a fabulous, safe holiday. Welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome by returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right, so when you come into this video, give me a Fonzie. Or if you're watching it after it's already uploaded, give me a Fonzie. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading is resonating with you. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All right, so this is just a message for today, May 25th. 2026, which adds up to a 13, which reduces down to a 4. This is also for the star sign of Virgo. What does the star sign of Virgo need to know today, May 25th? All right. What does the star sign of Virgo need to know today, May 25th? All right. So you had 4 cards come out and they kind of like come out in line. All right. So something about the tribe being in between worlds. So that tells me that you're in between letting go of something and moving into something new. An 8 and a 3 is 11. So you're mastering something. You could be questioning something with the 31 here. So 331 could be significant. 1131 could be significant. And it's time to take a nap. It's time to take some sort of a rest here is what I feel. So I see 24, which is a 6 and a 3, which is a 9. I see 8 and 30, which is a 4. A 12, which is a 3. So 3 plus 9 is a 12. 12 boils down to a 3 energy. All right. So 4, you have master number 44 on the bottom of the deck. So you have, yeah. Okay, so 44 to me represents divine protection, but I feel like you're definitely sitting and you're thinking about something. You're thinking about with the 4 of 38, which adds up to 11. You definitely are 100% thinking about something. 811 is significant. You may be getting some sort of a download or some sort of a notice from the universe about what your next move may be. You're being asked to breathe, so you could be seeing 1111. All right, Virgos. So a lot of energy come out. So Virgos, take the messages that resonate with you is the most important thing I need you to know. All right. So with number 8, the tribe. So this talks about connecting to your tribe of like-minded people. You have a giraffe on this card. So you could be, there's a lot of birds too as well. But a giraffe talks about seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from a different perspective. It's a community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. This card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Memberships in a group provides a sense of belonging, a kinship, and a purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you're a part of a spiritual community, artistic one. Perhaps you're in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form of focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Contribution may be small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the tribe, your presence is needed. All right. So, and then the next card is a number 3. So 8 and a 3 is a master number 11. All right. So transitions being not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporalness and no means land. So what I am seeing here is you are mastering something. You are mastering in being in between where you must let go of maybe tribes that you no longer resonate with. Maybe they're not on the same page as you. And moving into a tribe where you're connecting more any spiritual level. All right. So transitions, not quite being out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness and no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are able to see what's ahead, cultivate curiosity, and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life with a divine matrix of consciousness rather than your own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably be what you're not expecting. When you see between the worlds, you're invited to see curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. All right. So you're being asked to take a glimpse. See, you can see there is a child, a little giraffe here. Okay. Let me tame this down. Oh. So glimpse at something through the eyes of a child because you're like in between letting go of people and situations that you don't vibrate with anymore and moving into a soul tribe that you are vibrating with, people that you are on the same page with. So you're in that process of mastering some sort of a lesson here. All right. So 31 and 24. So 4 and a 6 adds up to a 10. So you could be seeing 1110, 11, 10, or just 111 with the zero on it, talking about the full, moving from completing one cycle into the full mode, packing lightly, taking some sort of a leap of faith, right? All right, so you could be questioning why. You could be asking a lot of questions as to why. Maybe you are in between, or maybe you're asking a question as to whatever your why question is. I see you asking it. All right. So 331 could be significant, and a 5, right? A 5 energy could also be significant. Again, you take the messages as they resonate. This is a general message. All right. So, motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. This is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for the answer, behaving this way, and important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intentions will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives behind the nature of experience. When you think about something, feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds potential for growth. So, yeah, this card talks about that seed popping up, right? The seed popping up. So, somebody, Virgos, you could be asking why maybe a person in your community or in your tribe is all of a sudden popping up out of nowhere. Um, so that is what I see. And then you may need to take some sort of a rest or a break from a situation. Right? You really may need to, so that could be, you could be questioning somebody's motives within your social circle. And you may need to have to take a step back to get this answer as to why all of a sudden this sin or this seed is popping up. Okay, so the nap, I mean. You could also see that there's a fox on his card. Foxes to me talk about strategy, somebody who's cunning, somebody who's strategic, somebody who may have a strategic plan, somebody who is maybe thinking about something. How can I, what plan, what next plan can I activate, right? What do I need to do? Somebody thinking about, see, they're heavily thinking, right? How can I make this fair? What can I do, right? Alrighty, 24 Virgos. So rest, rejuvenation, renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go to a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free from the shackles of goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from your inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. All right. Um, 911 could be significant here. 911 talks about the divine knocking on that noggin, right? Knocking on the noggin. Hello, we're trying to get your attention. All right, Virgo. So give me a thumbs up. You're resonating with this message. And if you're a hater, thank you for the view. It's great to have you here. All righty. So what are the crows warning the Virgo collective about today? Anticipation. And it literally fell across all four of the cards. So I feel like there is a message. Yeah, somebody could be around you, um, burying something, right? Because this card talks about this crow digging a hole in the ground and burying its food for later because it's afraid of somebody in the community stealing its food. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Somebody sneaking, shady. That could be why you're questioning something. What you're questioning somebody's motives. Why are you here? What do you got to say? Is it the truth or is it a lie? Right? Somebody wanting to come in and offer a gift, right? After a period of grief. And that could be what you're doing because this represents the Seven of Swords. Somebody is sneaky, shady, Seven of Swords energy. Somebody could be questioning why you running back to me after you ran away. Somebody could be questioning, because it usually depicts somebody holding five swords. The five swords of pointing the finger, accusations, spine line gossiping, slandering, trying to defame somebody's character, gathering up a group of people who are gather a group of people to work together with them to do this, right? Trying to confuse somebody, trying to steal their food for thought, right? So anticipation. So the crows are warning you of this anticipation. For some of you, you can already feel this. All right. So a crow is anticipating the arrival of a meal, where there is a pattern. Begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. But there is one warning. Be careful of any attachment held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectation, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. So somebody is definitely questioning somebody's motives here, right? Somebody is definitely questioning somebody's motives. Like, why are you here, right? Are you here just to steal something? What are you hiding, right? What are you hiding? What are you hiding behind your back, right? See that little seed? Mm-hmm. And they're thinking about something. Thinking, how can I trick this person, right? How can I not get them to question why I'm here, right? How can I pull the wool over their eyes situation? All right, so what angel wants to bring this message to Virgo, please and thank you? Archangel Ariel. The lioness of God, the healing angel of nature, assists with manifest earthly desires, and connect with all forms of nature. A sacral crown and heart, pink and purple rays, the star sign of Aries. So Aries rules the first house of self-appearance, first impressions, beginnings, your attitude, and identity. So yeah, somebody is tricking you with some sort of a first impression here. Aries is well, it is what it is, right?